Well, hello the new. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK. Being in Studio B means I have the honour to have as my resident engineer none other than that very sweet guy, Adolf Apfelstrudel from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. Fine technician though he is, he's also a strict disciplinarian, and he refuses me any more than 12 digital megaburgers per broadcast, which denies you the all-time thrill of hearing and seeing my world-famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. As you know, he refuses to appear personally in front of the camera because of the wounds he sustained in the WAR, and but occasionally he might just wave to you just to prove that he exists. And today you might be in luck, so I'm going to ask him now. Adolf, do you want to wave to the audience today? Are you in the mood? Can you face it, do you think? Come and wave to them. What do you say, Adolf? Oh, as bad as that, is it? Oh, right. He says no, but we can always ask him again another time. The little tale I have to tell you today is about a Catholic priest, and he was going to a religious retreat way off in the country, and to get there he had to go on an underground train to take him to King's Cross, where he would catch another train up to Yorkshire. And he was very keen to go on this retreat because he was very strictly religious and very devout, and very quite rigid in his views about modern life. And he hadn't been on the tube very long when at a station a drunk gets on, and he staggers on, and he's got a bottle of vodka sticking out of his pocket, and he smells like a brewery, and he collapses into the seat next to our priest, and he starts reading the paper, you see, and chuckling to himself from time to time. And eventually the priest is sort of trying to look the other way, and the man says to the priest, "Excuse me, Father," he says, "would you have any idea what it is that causes arthritis then?" So the priest was a bit disdainful, and he thought to himself, and he said, "It comes from going with loose women, with drinking dreadful alcohol, particularly vodka like you, and all kinds of other mischief that you've probably got up to. That's what causes arthritis." So the man says, "Oh, thank you, Father." So a little bit further down on the underground, a bit further, a few minutes later, the priest begins to feel a little bit guilty, and he thinks, "Well, I'm going on a religious retreat. I shouldn't really have been so hard on this guy." So he says, "Excuse me, son, my son," he said. "Actually," he said, "I'm sorry I lost my rag a bit with you." He said, "How long have you had arthritis?" So the man looked up from his paper and said, "I haven't got arthritis, Father. I was just reading here that the Pope has it." Thank you and good night, folks.